Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. Listen, man. It appears that maybe T.I.'s kids are in grave danger. The Let's Rap About It podcast is letting it be known that, hey, champs, you guys might have overstepped. I would have never let my kids do that. They were out of pocket. They may also be putting themselves in danger. By the way, listen, need you to up these likes. We gonna tap into some content. And we got some more content after this content too. I ain't gonna lie, but let's continue.
About it.
Yeah.
How'd you kick it this week?
About it. Yeah,
Yo, bro.
Right leg.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
No more leg day questions.
Do y'all take anything serious?
I do. And then here's the thing, what I take serious. I wanna first say this though, right? Are we in the same studio we've been recording in?
The door that I kicked down?
Yes. It looked like it to me.
Yeah.
So I just want to kind of make that clear that we still recording in the same place.
100%.
Just for the people in the back that didn't understand what was going on. We
God is
still
good.
in the same place, and we're going to be continuing to
God
put
is
out
good.
the content
Yeah.
from the
It
same
ain't for
place.
everybody to understand,
No,
man.
sometimes you
Y'all
gotta
at
make
the
it
IFC,
understand.
at the IFC. God
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, and you still building.
We still building.
Niggas told me I got kicked out the spot all week, man.
Is this before you was kicking it or after?
Before who was kicking,
kicking it.
I ain't kicked nothing.
You didn't kick nothing.
Couple,
Yo, all right.
you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Nothing wrong with kicking it though, bro.
All right.
I ain't mad at kicking it.
I dropped my cup.
Because
You kicked it over?
Kicked it over.
You kicked it over.
Fuck, man.
Then kicked your cup over.
Kick the cup over.
yo, really gonna do
God
this?
damn it.
Or we
It's
gonna
all
start
right,
the show?
though.
We gonna start the show.
Was you listening to Biggie?
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Nah, for real. This is.
No, for real.
Oh, I can't wait till you go through anything.
No, we gonna go through it together. You understand? Like things got to get put in perspective because there's a lot of clown shit going on the internet. There's a lot of things being said on the internet.
I mean, trust me, I got a lot to say, but
I like to say.
I've been advised for me
Okay,
to just keep my mouth shut.
I respect that.
From a legal perspective.
I respect that. But we
They gonna laugh.
Legal perspective, champ. Are you suing? Or trying to sue? Oh, that's kind of crazy. Oh, champ. Well, let's get interesting. Jim Jones about to sue the landlord and all that. What's going on here, champ? From a legal perspective, aren't you? Well, we're gonna get to these T.I.'s kids, though. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get to
We gotta be able to let them in. We gonna laugh at
No,
the
it's
same shit.
But we gonna laugh in the same building though.
Oh no, we laughing.
We ain't gonna relocate and laugh.
I can laugh. They just told me
Right.
just
Laugh
be
here.
cool.
I like that we laughing in the same seat.
Laugh in the same spot.
Yeah.
Same setting.
Same setting. Understood. What's happening, Spizzo?
Same shit, man. Getting to it, getting through it, man.
I like that. I mean, listen, this is what we do, man. We ain't got no other choice, man. You know, speaking of online.
Do you just every time you talk it be some fly shit again? I say that fly shit again?
Just kicking it with Maino.
All right, let's
He talk like the fortune cookie.
I can't even see. Go ahead,
When you take the shit out the fortune cookie, that's how I
What you mean?
That's how. You know, when you get a fortune cookie.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's how he talk.
Right.
Main was just trying to kickstart the show, and now we keep going.
This is what you doing?
Kickstart
Try
the
to
show is crazy,
kickstart
though.
it. Let's kickstart
For
the
real.
show.
You're trying to kick a nigga while he down. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to kick a nigga while he down. That's
No, we never
crazy,
do
bro.
that. But here's the thing now. Let's rap about it means we kicking it.
Did y'all get any new kicks in LA?
I
I
did.
got these. I
did. You got those?
I got right.
Jellyfish.
I got a couple
Yeah,
joints.
I think we all got
You
new
right?
kicks.
I didn't get the kick. Y'all all got on Phil boots.
Right. We got
I'm the
different
only
kicks
one
on
with the
here.
kicks.
Yeah. For real. Man.
What's going on?
I got right over there.
I'm right here.
The fact that my cup got kicked over is wild though.
Bro, I'm right here. I'm right here. Like, y'all realize I'm right here in the room.
Yeah.
No, I'm here.
100%.
No, I'm here.
Nah, we just trying to,
We just try to kick it, man.
kickstart the show.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
If someone disrespects you online, is it powerful or problematic when your child jumps in?
Oh man.
Now, we all been seeing what's been going on in the media as
Shout
of
out to
late.
King, he the realest nigga on the internet.
Realest nigga, pockets in his soul right
Young
now. You
King.
heard? I fuck with that boy energy.
I'm not going. I ain't going.
Oh, champ. Y'all said Pac was in King's Energy. Y'all heard this? He said Pac was in King's Energy. You know the guy who clapped 2 police officers and all that? That Tupac. Listen, to be fair, Maino and Jimmy is cool with Tip, by the way, yeah. The same Tip that got robbed in New York for his chain, by the way. But let's continue. Go ahead.
My mama ain't going.
He definitely ain't going.
Yeah.
He made that clear.
You gotta respect it though.
Nah, I respect it. Under the circumstances, I respect it.
So if you was into it with somebody, right? Just hypothetically speaking, would you want for your son to say something?
No, not really. I can't honestly say I would want my son, especially the age. What it is. I know
older.
he's
he
our
older.
son, but
Yeah.
ain't he older?
He
Like
older.
he's 20 or 21 or something.
Yeah, he a little old. He might be older than that.
A little different because he's not really a child. But I wouldn't. I got younger kids.
What about anybody else in your family though? Family, cousins, your brother?
Nah, because it really put them in a different. I would just want to handle it myself. I wouldn't want my kids or like my family to.
But people that
Yeah, you wouldn't want your kids to put themselves in the line of fire, gang. Facts. Salute Salon Williams with the $2 a town taxes, keeping the IRS off of her back, gang. Yeah, listen. These guys would never have their kids jump into no nonsense. Why would you put yourself out there in such ways? They know good and damn well. Yeah, it's cool that you got your kids doing all this. It's cool that T.I. is pretending that he ain't co-signing his kids going that fit. That look cool. We know what's going on behind the scenes. I think that it's very cat-like for a nigga to champion his kids behind the scenes but not in public because he really don't want that type of smoke. So why present the smoke? I don't understand. I thought niggas was gangster. Stand on business. Don't tuck tail now, champ. You was talking high. Mongus Anderson says same pit that been a victim throughout his career. LOL, yo, listen. Don't be talking that gangster stuff and then try to backpedal, because that's called copping a plea where I come from. Unconscious Conversation says the only Pac energy is the verse from Against All Odds when he said it. I guess so, champ. We gonna keep this thing going. What
love
else,
you,
champ?
you can't tell them how to love you though, because I seen your brother defend you many times.
But under the circumstances,
and what's going on,
a grown man's mother was being talked about because he's not a child.
Yeah, he's 21. He's of age.
He's young, but he's still a grown man to make his own decisions and all that shit. So
his
now,
mother was
imagine us at 21 and somebody talked about our mother and put our mother on display like that.
Bro, here go Jim. Jim, you still mad though? Jimmy, hey, listen. Imagine if he was 21 and somebody put our mother on display like that. Display like what? You mean the same post that your mother posted online that got reposted? Your mother like what? This picture was already online. This was not a meme. This was not a photoshopped photo. This was a pure photo from your mother's page, reposted because your father couldn't keep this man's name out of his mouth. You jumped the gun. You talk about this man's deceased mom, champ. Which means whatever consequences come with you doing that will come. Whatever comes with that. Feel me? Whatever comes with that. T.I. didn't make mention of the mom. He let his kids do it. In my opinion, I think T.I.'s copping the plea. I mean, using your kids to attack the man's mom seems like a soft blow because they still your children, but they grown adults too though at the same time. Which means play gangster games with gangster prizes. If your son's just doing drill raps, what you think come with that? Run up these lights, gang. Let's keep it going.
That 21 energy.
Right.
Yeah, you can't tell a nigga nothing.
Right.
That's what we got to think about.
No. I already thought about it. I'm already for all the bullshit. I'm already. What avenue we live on?
Bullshit Avenue.
We live on Bullshit Avenue.
Bullshit Avenue.
Yeah, 100 Bullshit Avenue.
I fuck with y'all too.
Straight up.
100 Bullshit Avenue.
What
These
city
niggas
we
got
from?
lines?
What city
you
we from?
caught that? Niggas
Yeah.
leaned over to what avenue this
What
was.
city?
Yeah, see,
Bullshit
I ain't know
Avenue.
that.
This is
And he
crazy.
knew the Ave.
We from
Yeah.
Fuck 'em all, New York.
Fuck them all, New York.
Okay.
100 Bullshit Avenue.
Yeah.
I gotta watch these niggas. These
All right.
niggas are good.
Fact.
They are good.
Say that.
You know,
Niggas
We gotta
ain't-
get our
niggas
lines
ain't-
together,
Yeah.
Dave. We ain't got no lines. We looking bad over
what
here.
I'm saying is,
Y'all doing shit outside this.
This is what I'm
no,
saying.
no,
This is
no.
what I'm
That's
saying.
what's
You
going
heard? They
on.
not.
All right,
they,
cool.
they got their own chat probably
All right,
too. It's
cool.
crazy.
no, we don't. Y'all had some shit going on last week. Y'all was speaking another language.
Fuck we had going on.
Some Harlem shit. I didn't understand.
What was going on?
Yeah, it was different. But listen though, check this out. Nigga
Yo.
mother is spoken about. It's all bets off.
This is my thing, right? I would never promote or support my children publicly backing anything I got like negative going on in my world. I would never be like, yeah, that's what we on. I would.
Nobody in the city of New York will let their kids do that, ever. Nobody. They're not stupid. Why would you allow your kids to jump in the mix and then add fuel to the fire? Listen, T.I., I ain't gonna lie, bro. Did you not see what happened to previous ops? Do you want to see a situation, like Ja Rule getting hands and feet put on them behind the at the Barclays Center backstage? Like, we're not gonna act like things haven't happened. We're not gonna act like Jimmy Henchman's son didn't. We're not gonna act like things ain't happened. I'm just saying, like, you gotta remember who you playing with. Yeah, you in your emotions because you mad nigga don't want to give you a versus. But then your kids jumping in the mix and then adding fuel to the fire and talk about that man deceased mom. Okay. Okay. All right.
And do that, but at the same time, I can't tell my kids how to feel about what they see on the internet about me and how they react to it. Now, once I see it, I might be like, yo, I don't need you doing that. But you can't really, you know what I mean? That's
What about if it's a cousin or something?
That's
You
how they
jump right into
That's
it.
even worse. That's even like your kids. I feel like you could control more than a cousin. Or I mean, you might tell your cousin, but your cousin might be like, "Fuck all that. Why that nigga saying that about you?" And boo boo. I got cousins that might do the same exact shit. And in that space, what you gonna
Right.
say?
In my personal opinion, and I don't care how anybody else feels, I'm saying this. Shouldn't T.I. nip that in the bud like, hey, don't do nothing else after this? Like, after King crashed out first of all, King went all the way. He came in with very, very insane disrespect, right? Cool, whatever. He took it farther though, I ain't gonna lie. He took it way farther. He got the shirts with fifth moms on it. You take it like, okay, you disrespected the man moms already. Cool. You wanted to continue to disrespect. Feel me? Salute the demographics. Who says it was a man-to-man situation. Facts. Sons ain't got nothing to do with this. You feel me? Your sons ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm just saying. You might have wanted to nip this in the bud because you don't realize the type of situation that comes with this. Marcus Anderson says, gotta know the opponent you are dealing with, otherwise you're gonna get flamed. Well, they haven't seen anything yet. If I'm the Harris family, I'm worried. Very worried. If someone named Fifth, and I got smoke with, who done did a lot of people crazy, it's probably not gonna turn out well. Feel me? You guys ain't from the streets. You guys don't play these games, but here we are. Belinda says my daddy didn't play getting in his business about nothing. Yeah, don't get in your father's word, Chant. Let your father handle business. For real. Up these likes, gang. If you ain't smash up on a like, please do so. Let's continue.
I respect that.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
respect that.
they might not.
I respect that too, but I'm taking it from the place of a 21-year-old energy.
Couldn't tell me nothing at 21.
I'm with it. I don't think he did nothing wrong.
At 21, a nigga play with
You gotta
your
remember this.
a nigga,
Mama-
I mean,
mama
at any
jokes-
age, a nigga play with your mama. But
Mama
you know
jokes
what I'm
was the
saying. I'm just
first
saying
shit that made you.
Why? Okay. All this fake outrage, Jimmy showing fake outrage. Jimmy, you're fake anyway. Let's just be honest, bro. You fake anyway, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, we just gotta be real. Like, I have to. There needs to be a little disrespect towards Jim. I ain't gonna, like, you don't be standing on your own too, nigga. You ran from Dame Dash, nigga. You ran from Dame Dash. You didn't want to scrap with Mandu Warrior, a real OG Billy, non-Trey, NTG, Billy Badass. You ain't want to fight Mandu Warrior. You ain't want to run it with niggas for real. Are you real right for that? I don't think so. Cause I know real right, so really gonna get down. And if you niggas is really claiming to be ganging on that, and you work out, and you ain't want to get it in with real niggas, but you wanted to get it in at the airport with an old Mr. Rogers looking individual, to me that's nasty work, homie. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care. I don't care. Jimmy is not a rat, but that nigga do not be standing on business physically. I'm gonna keep it as G. Now, here go Jim Jones talking about, I would have went all in. Would you, champ? Would you? I don't know about all that, champ. Now, maybe the toughest thing that we've known you to ever do is maybe, well, I heard you clap Trick allegedly. Allegedly. I heard you I seen you put little hands on True Life's people when True Life had his goonies try to jump you. You was throwing hands a little bit. Cam ran. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta be honest. You feel me? Real talk, man. We got an old man in the building who says, MC Giro says, and you running from me. Come catch this fade, punk. I think you need to go catch your dialysis pole before it goes down the steps, champ. Don't you have a dialysis pole, champ? You shouldn't be talking to a healthy individual like the man. Go catch that dialysis pole before it rolls down the steps again and you have to call for assistance. Ever thought about that, champ? No? Well, bet you're thinking about it now, aren't you, champ? Using that brain you still got up there, champ. The brain that you got left, at least. I hope. To catch that dialysis pole, champ. Alright? Oh, champ. But let's continue.
You mad in life.
First fight.
You're in life.
Some days
Your
you might
mama
let it
this or
slide.
your mama that. That was from a little kid, that's the first shit that made you want to pop on somebody.
100%.
So that don't change with no age.
Right.
Don't you know what I mean? So that's how I feel with that. Like, you can't put a control on a child or how anybody feel or how they respond about their moms. Like,
I don't care what they saying. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that they being performative. Where was the energy when every other celebrity and rapper was laughing at Tiny Harris? Tiny Harris used to be a popular meme, bro. She would literally be the poster child for roasting on someone to laugh at. Facts. Am I lying? I think we've all seen the pictures of Tiny. We've seen her in comparison pics. We've seen her in multiple things where people would literally try to violate and laugh out, right? We just gotta be real, man. We not about to pretend here. You feel me? Like, we ain't got no reason to pretend. Where was the energy? You let that old man live, champ. Let the old man live. This is Alzheimer's acting up again. He forgot he got kicked out yesterday. James Woodman says, Curtis Jackson, I don't know him good enough to call him 50. Strikes me as a man who believes in the old saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. I feel a draft coming. Oh, do you, champ? Do you, gang? I might feel the same way you do. I ain't gonna hold you, champ. I ain't gonna lie. But let's proceed.
What about if it's not a mother thing and it's somebody responding for you, your son, your brother, your family member.
I don't want my family.
I don't need nobody responding for
You
me at
gotta
all.
think too, like it could be up. So like they jumping in something that really
You don't know
put
what's
them,
going on.
They not moving even on the same type of time and you moving on. They might not be. They might be regular working, go to work 9 to 5 every day. You live a whole different life. I don't. It's just like you saying with people is in the street and people are civilians. Like so. I think it should just stay. I would advise my family just stay out of it. That's what I would.
So got nothing to do with you.
The problem with
He's
family,
100% right.
when they be responding on the internet, they say all the wrong shit.
Because they don't have nothing to do with it.
No,
but
it's
they just speaking out of defense of
Right.
you being a family member.
Right? It's like, leave Jermaine alone.
Yeah, that's all.
He's a good boy.
What?
It's way past.
Vinny Brown says, should Tiny be clowned her whole life though? Gotta be getting old. Yeah, champ, if everyone is memeing you, then yeah, you're someone to be laughed at. Champ, there's all types of people who get laughed at, champ. There's all types of people who are funny to look at, right? Why are you so hell bent on people laughing at Tiny? Do you think she's attractive? Listen, if that's your cup of tea, hey man, I'm sure that's what you like, champ. If that's what you like, I ain't knocking you, champ. Maybe that's all you can get, champ. If you like sea otters in the bedroom, that's cool. More power to you, champ. But some of us want better. Some of us want better in life. I ain't gonna lie. Tiny? But why are we still making fun of her though? Why the hell you think, nigga? I'm sure you've seen Sugar Free and Smokey Robinson do the DBZ fusion dance before multiple times, correct? But hey, who am I? Up these likes, game. Let's continue.
Alone.
It's past that though.
He's a good boy. He only shot 2 people. Y'all say he shot 5. They say all the wrong
They
things.
say the wrong shit.
So it's like, come on, Auntie, why you?
Auntie blowing the
I
I
spot
don't
up.
think me personally.
beefing with niggas
I don't think
over-
your family should get involved with nothing.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how conscious you have to be of your family when you out here in this game and you might could get into something because this shit could spill over. So it's like,
But think about it like this: before any rap fame or anything that might have came as far as music.
Vinny Brown says, have a heart, champ. Have a heart. Have a Frank. We'll see you tomorrow. The hell you talking about, champ? Nigga, I'm from... Nigga, it's a cold world out here. Why should I have one? Shit. Heart. Heart? Say, champ, I'm gonna just say this real quick. There was some bozo yesterday who had the audacity to say that I did something to someone yesterday. Yo, let me tell you something. For that individual, champ, if you want a lawsuit, let me know. I don't have a heart for nobody. And I don't know YouTube. Unless I know you, champ, I don't give a damn about none of y'all. Respectfully. Unless you the main support, nigga, I don't know you, gang. Heart for who? When people try to be nice, y'all give people y'all ass to kiss to take advantage. You ain't gonna take advantage of me, champ. And to the individual who said what they said yesterday, you know who you are. BFP, would that be your initials? Let me know when you want a lawsuit. Matter of fact, I could still do the lawsuit because I had the screenshots of everything you said, champ. So keep playing this game with me. I'll see your scrawny ass in court, champ, because we all know you trying to get buff and all that. We seen your like history, champ. We seen your like history. You will be receiving something in the mail soon enough for playing these type of games. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You get something in the mail. And it ain't gonna be muscle powder neither, by the way. Yeah, champ. But let's continue.
Music, right? And you got into a confrontation with a nigga in the street, the club, wherever you was at. Your family ain't crossed your mind in that moment?
Not in that moment,
You in
but
the
it
club
did.
and all
that
of that
moment?
is different
In the
than being
moment, though.
online.
Yeah,
but it's different
Putting
than having the success and everybody know who you are, and like it's a whole different feeling than you just being a regular civilian getting into something somebody that you probably would never ever see again. At this point, we get into something with anybody like it's not hard to
Right,
find.
because it's kind of 2 elements. Like if you was like Warren with niggas, and it was like understood that y'all niggas is into it, you pretty much kind of thinking about, you know, the fact that where your family lay, and you thinking about times when you go over there, like, you know, because niggas know that they might be there. But
that's warring. My statement was
right.
Random. You don't know this man. You
right,
don't know
but in the heat of the moment.
And I'm saying that as far as the kid in that situation don't know that nigga, don't know the person that might be riffing with their parent.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go. The kid might not know the person that's riffing with their parent. Great point, Davies. You're right. Because Domani, nor King Harris, knows who the hell they're talking to. They don't know. They never dealt with no real gangsters. They don't know who's who. They wasn't around during 50's heyday of mayhem. They wasn't around. Yeah, they wasn't around, champ. If they understood who Fifth was, they would not be carrying on the way they are. Now, maybe T.I. told them some fairy tales, right? Maybe he lied to his kids and said, hey, I got my chain back after they stole it, which you didn't. Fairy tales don't exist, champ, by the way. I just want to let you know. Fairy tales are not real, champ, okay? But truth be told, they don't know who they got, you know, smoke for. Just saying. But the smoke might come back tenfold, though. I ain't gonna lie. If you ain't smash up on that light, I think you need to do that right now. I ain't gonna hold you. But let's proceed.
you shouldn't. I feel you can't control it, but you shouldn't jump in a space that you don't know what's really going on. I feel like that's like back in the day.
You talking as far as the family member?
That's grown. I feel like certain shit is just grown man shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's true.
I get it.
Stay out the way, champ. Stay out the way, gang.
But it's tricky because it's both angles though. It's the person that love you. If you my family member, then I'm going to the bloody end with you, my nigga. It is what it is. You got a problem, then I got a problem with you.
But it's saying that on social media. What does that do?
Nigga, they look at it like
if you feel that way, cool.
Because they might feel like it's on social media anyway.
So that's the way to respond.
The niggas that's coming at you is coming at you on social media. So I'm defending.
That's the way
you.
I gotta.
Fuck you,
I respect it.
Leave David alone.
I respect it.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't control how nobody feel about who they love.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's the basis to that with me.
Thing.
Especially not a nigga moms.
Yeah.
Now that the mother thing take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah. And it's nothing you could tell nobody. Like it's like.
TNM Pro 90 says, at this point, let's see someone go up. Hey, champ. If that's what you want, champ. If that's what you want. This will get very ugly. If so, I ain't gonna hold you. Nolan Williams believes 50 about to F something up. Believe it. Hey. We do remember who we talking about, right? Champ. Rosine Sampson says, Mayor, a platypus and a sea otter. Sea creatures, I love your comeback. Say salute to you. MCG Roll, you out of here, champ. All that sucker and succotash lingo must go. You out of here, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, bounce up out of here, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. Didn't I warn you before, old man? And for that, we're sending you to the aerobics room, champ. Happy hour's done. Be taking you out of that senior citizen comfy couch you sitting on, and we sending you downstairs to 86K Fitness. I ain't gonna lie. See you tomorrow, champ. And for that, you'll do leg day, nigga. See, the matter of fact, extra day because I feel petty, nigga. One more day. Yeah, you need. Let's work out those hurt joints of yours, champ. You'll never feel the same again. Next time you go to that nursing home, you gonna need a wheelchair, nigga. You ain't gonna hurt them goddamn joints. Gonna hug the shadow for 48 hours, nigga. That's 86K times 2. Can you count, champ? Can you count? I want you to count every hug, nigga. Every hug. Get a calculator if you must. Put on them goddamn bifocal glasses you got and count up them goddamn hugs, champ. Alright? You're gonna hurt those joints. Alright, old man, champ. You're gonna need a wheelchair when you get back to that damn nursing home, champ. Bingo will never feel the same ever again. Champ. But let's continue.
It's no adult that can speak to a child after they felt like their mom's been disrespected I mean, like
Your moms can't even speak to you at that point.
there's nothing that can be said to you. Like
speak to nobody.
And the one thing that's different with the internet is everybody saw that. So now you really got a different chip on your shoulder. It's different if somebody violate,
Yeah,
and that's just one or two people saw that. You might react in that situation, but if you know the whole internet didn't saw that, then it's like, all right, bet.
And
So,
that shit went
you know what I mean?
viral, like, it's
I ain't think about
I get King, I get Shorty perspective on that. And like that's his pops, that's his moms. You know what I mean? Like you really can't tell a nigga how to
everything ain't
move.
for everybody. I believe in this situation, everybody handles it a little bit differently. You know what I mean?
Right. But generally, like, if it's regular issues, you going whatever, you don't really want your family members to really get into it.
No,
I don't think.
My family should stay separate from any of my personal endeavors anyway. Like anything I got going on, they should not be a part of this shit. Like,
Right.
not when it comes to my
respect that.
job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect.
And that's that, champs. Yeah, Davies to me made the most sense. He understands. You don't know who your father's ops is or who he going to war with. So you might want to sit this one out, champ. Stand down. This is not the war you want. You're not a part of this, champ. I don't think you know who you playing with because this guy has a track record of mayhem. You don't. You don't have a track record of mayhem. In fact, you're not even ready or built for what's to come. But since we talking about T.I.'s sons, they did an interview with Complex. And we about to take a look. So apparently this thing is still going, gang. I ain't going. This thing is still going. Look, I'm gonna show y'all, gang. Hold on. This thing's still going. By the way,
To not go as hard as you did, or
hold on, gang. Hold on. We gonna play this in a second. Yeah, Complex did them a little interview, champ. Complex did a little. Let's get.
you ever think to not go as hard as you did, or to go about it a different way?
I treated people how they treated us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that I wanted to do. It was just something that just had to be done.
Domani.
It wasn't nothing I wanted to do. It was something that had to be done. Did it have to be done? That nigga using that T.I. nigga using that T.I. verbiage. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. But it had to be done. Nah, nigga, that sound like you copping and plea low key. I ain't gonna lie. Say it
The
again,
way
champ.
that you expressed how you felt. Did you ever think to not go as hard as you did, or to go about it a different way?
I treated people how they treated us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that I wanted to do. It was just something that just had to be done.
Domani, also you dropped a record. It felt more, did you get any inspiration from, like, when I heard it for the first time, it reminded me of like Meet the Grams.
I would say, man, I just have questions. I just genuinely have questions. And I'm an understanding individual, and I know the reason people do certain things, it probably stem from how they grew up, how they was raised. Even me, like,
Oh, champ, are you trying to gaslight Fifth? I have questions, and I understand that the way that people do things is by the way that they was raised. Oh, so you know how Fifth was raised now? I don't think you know about Boo Boo, champ. I'm gonna keep it a G. You ain't from the same place Boo Boo was from. I'm just gonna keep it a stat. I just know that it's just how he was raised or why he does the things that he does. Sounds like you copping hella please. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, champ. They're scared, afraid. What will Fifth do next? Oh, champ, Uncle Dust says they should have just stayed on the sidelines. I agree. Yo, listen, you played in a Wolves Den, right? You in the Wolves Den, champ. You put yourself in the Wolves Den. I ain't gonna lie. You jumped in a Wolves Den, gang. You look like dinner. I ain't gonna lie. Old B's niece says King Harris looked like a season 1 Simpsons character. Marge Simpson, to be exact. If Marge Simpson had the same goddamn breeds as Udonis Haslam, hey, might be King Harris, champ. Might be King Harris. You heard? Nasty work. Star Chizzy says, so it doesn't stem from T.I. taking the stand? I don't know, gang. This is definitely some softball answers. I'm gonna keep it a G-stack. Long Williams says they soft as hell. Yeah, marshmallows. Yellow marshmallows to be exact. It must be Easter, because that's the only time you're gonna see a yellow box of marshmallows. I ain't gonna lie. Belinda said he was trying to apologize for his sons. Copping please on top of copping please on top of copping please, gang. Yes, Chin. You hear this, nigga? I have questions, and I understand it. Fifth, brought up differently, and this is why he does the things that he does. He's just a lost soul. You copping a plea, and you gaslighting, by the way. Run up these likes. Let's continue. What else, Chan?
The stuff that I do and the way that I think, the way that I feel about certain things, it got something to do about how I was raised, my upbringing. So I just be having questions, and yeah, it just came across that way.
You just have questions and it just came across that way. It's copping a goddamn plea, nigga. By the way, yeah. Cop more plea. I thought y'all was gang. I thought y'all was gangster. Don't be coming up in here trying to act like you got the blick and you ain't got it. Nigga, that's like pulling up, pretending you got the blick and you ain't got it. Nigga, you ain't got the blick for real. Hey, I know it looks like I had the blick, but it just came across that way because I had questions, champ. That's all. Yeah, I had questions, so I made it seem like I had the blick, but I really didn't, champ. Yeah, it was definitely just questions, champ, that came across as if I had the blick, but I didn't, champ. Yeah, I never had it, champ. Yeah, you know that I said I was gonna send them upstairs and I was gonna actually lose my life for this. Well, champ, truth is, champ, it was just questions that came off as if I had the blick. By the way, like, what, nigga? No, champ. No, champ. Doesn't make sense. You poke the bear, you get poked the bear prizes, right? Yeah. I thought y'all was gangster. Y'all not gangster? Oh, champ, so y'all friend. So you really not about to fight for your moms, you just BSing. Oh, okay. So you really ain't mad about nothing, you just had questions. Okay. Full salam, champ. Full salam. This was the first plea cop. Look, this was the first one. Look.
Did you ever think to not go as hard as you did, or to go about it a different way?
I treated people how they treated us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that I wanted to do. It was just something that just had to be done.
Oh, you ain't want to do it now, champ. Oh, it had to be done. Oh, champ. I just have questions, champ. Blick? What blick? Champ, it was a question, champ. It came on. The question made it seem like I had the blick, but I really didn't, champ. Smoke? I don't really want smoke. I was just asking a question, champ. Put your mother on a that wasn't, champ. Putting your mother on a t-shirt that passed away, champ. It was a question, champ. It was just a question, champ. The shirt, it was AI, champ. The AI was I asked AI and it gave me a shirt with your mother on it, champ. Yeah, it wasn't real, champ. It was AI. Yeah, it ain't real, champ. Champ, it's a question. Uncle Dust says they scared because they know something is coming, but they don't know what it is or when it's coming. Yeah, these niggas had time to think. And if you think for 1 second Fifth don't realize niggas is sweating low-key, you gotta be on angel dust, nigga. You think Fifth don't know that niggas is sweating? But niggas is gonna say I'm glazing because niggas is copping please. Because niggas is copping please, the mayor is getting paid by the unit. Clearly I'm Fifth's lapdog or something. I never met Fifth in my life, bro. I swear I never met Fifth. Me and Fifth from the same hood. I've never seen Fifth in my entire being, champ. I promise I haven't. Now, may I have seen one of Fifth's family members? That's a possibility. But I never seen Fifth, though. I ain't gonna lie. But let's continue. What else, champ?
Bonnie, Also, you dropped a record. It felt more. Did you get any inspiration from like when I heard it for the first time? It reminded me of like Meet the Grams.
I would say, man, I just have questions. I just
have nigga, that's not even answering the question. Bro, he asked him a question and he ain't answering the question, bro.
From like when I heard it for the first time, it reminded me of like Meet the Grams.
I would say, man, I just have questions. I just genuinely have questions, and I'm an understanding individual. And I.
Boo! Why you sound like a therapist? You was talking hot. Now you a therapist all of a sudden? I have questions, and I have an understanding of why people do the things that they do, but I have questions, Chip. That's right. Questions. Nasty word. Uncle Dust says these niggas need to just apologize and hope for mercy. It's too late, champ. I think it's too little too late. Don't apologize now, champ. We talking gangster to real gangsters. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Say that. James Woodman says, "Mayor, when the going gets tough." Yeah, I know, champ. Don't walk back now. Marcus says, yeah, they walking it back. They know hell is coming. They scared, man. These niggas look like they about to go fly somewhere. Like they about to leave Atlanta for a while. Said, I think it's best that you guys just leave the city of Atlanta for a good while. Just in case things get crazy. It's best that you guys, just move it along for a bit. Nody says both them and their dance tone and body language really different now. They know they're cooked. Shouldn't have played these type of games. What are you doing, Chet? Why are you going in the Wolves then, Chet? Chet. Metfree or Mecfree? I'm trying. They disrespectful bringing up 50. Mom putting it on a shirt. That's insanely disrespectful. Not gonna lie. And Lauren Williams says way too late for all of them. Let me tell you something. These guys are sheep's in wolves' clothing. I've said this before. King Harris is a sheep in wolves' clothing. Domani is a sheep in wolves' clothing. T.I. is a sheep in wolves' clothing. Not a wolf in sheep's clothing, no, a sheep in wolves' clothing. Pretending that you are that thing, but you are not, champ. You're delicate, champ. Yeah, champ. You just a hyena with cotton in it, champ. You are a internal cottoned hyena, champ. Yeah, if a hyena had cotton in it, it would be you niggas. By the way, yeah. Aw, champ. Tars Mania says Rick Ross is busted, though he been playing with fire too long. Nah. One thing I can say about Rick Ross is not scary, champ. I'll be honest. Rick Ross is not scary. Rick Ross is connected. Rick Ross really was outside, champ. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Rick Ross is a scary guy, because Rick Ross is not a scary guy. I'll be honest. I know somebody personally who was writing at Maybach Music. Good friend of mine who was writing for Maybach Music once upon a time. Rick Ross is not scary, bro. Unconscious Conversation says we all seen them boys growing up on TV. They are privileged little niggas. They need to move out the way. You heard? They need to move out the way. But hey, this is what they want to do.
I know the reason people do certain things, it probably stem from how they grew up, how they was raised. Even me, like the stuff that I do and the way that I think, the way that I feel about certain things, it got something to do about how I was raised, my upbringing. Mm-hmm. So I just be having questions, and yeah, it just came across that way.
Nasty. Y'all was talking hot early on last week. What happened to the gangsterisms, champ? What happened to the gangster talk? What happened to dig your mama up? What happened, champ? What happened to this is where your mama at? Oh, y'all not on that no more? Copy. Okay, so you not clout chasing, trying to disrespect this man? Okay, copy. Say that again. keep the same energy, champ. Do that. Nah. You got questions, huh, champ? Oh, you didn't want to do it, but you had to, champ. Bro, well, you said it was Meet the Grams. Well, champ, honestly, champ, to be honest, I just had questions, and it might have come off like it might have been Meet the Grams, but truthfully, champ, it was just questions, champ, and I understand people's upbringings, champ. Nigga, no, you don't. Nigga, you don't come from the hood. How you know niggas' upbringing? Nigga, you never struggled a day in your goddamn life. You don't know what it's like to starve, champ. You don't know what it's like, champ. Feel me? You ain't go to gladiator school, champ. You don't know what it's like. You ain't been through no struggle. You ain't been through no pain. You ain't been in no handcuffs, champ. Yeah, you know what that's like. Come on, champ. You don't know what that's like, gang. Y'all not on time and y'all fronting. Yeah, man, y'all don't know what it's like. Y'all niggas would cry if you went through half the situations that niggas had to go through. Really in the hood for real. You would cry, shit. You feel me? Real talk. Listen. D says Ross is an ex-CEO LOL cop. Yo, listen. You got gang member COs, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You got gang member COs, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You'd be very surprised about the penitentiary. Some COs is gang banging, man. Listen, the whole CO thing, I hear you, but Rick Ross was really out here pushing for real, champ. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna front on Rose. Feel me? I ain't gonna front on Rose. Listen, be very surprised about this whole CO thing and the jails. Like, there's a big misconception about prison and jail and all. Like, a big misconception. I'm telling you, champ. There's a big misconception. I'm telling you. Dig? You had COs, gang bang, you got all types of stuff, champ. I'm just saying, COs and policemen is two different deals. You know what I mean? James Loomis says, man, everyone can beat Mike Tyson until that first Tyson left hook makes impact with your kidney. Ouch. I agree. You know, I know a story about Mike Tyson that I'll never tell because I rock with Mike, so I'll never tell the story. But I know some things, man. There's some things the man knows that I could never tell you, ever. Never, you'll never know, champ. I'm not a clout chaser. I'll show you I'm not a clout chaser because there's things that I know for real that I could never tell you this, man. Ever. Just for the integrity. I never tell you. These niggas are, I'm taking it to the grave, champ. I'm taking it to the goddamn grave. You hear? Maybe you'll find out on your own one day, champ. You heard? I can't tell y'all certain things, champ. CNN Pro says them COs was stuffing inmates' cell phone. You know how the game go, man. Listen. You got your good COs, you got the bad COs. There's all type of nonsense. Stay Ready says, guess he told Queen Harris the boogeyman story as as a Chillon the big bad wolf. Yo, listen, they gonna find out. They gonna find out the hell going on, man. It's getting nasty. I told y'all, man. Listen, everybody shook there. Everybody, hey now, meet the Grams. I said I had questions, champ. And the questions might have come off like Meet the Grams, but I have an understanding of where people come from and why they do the things that they do, champ. Cop it, please. Hey, yo, stop it. Oh, champ. Tasmanian says T.I. ain't a B for real. He can't touch 50, but T.I. will go in. Go in where? A police van? Or is he gonna go into the goddamn green screen and do another Crime Stoppers commercial? Go in what? A police van, shit? T.I. don't got the best track record in the world, man. I ain't gonna lie. Monica Townsend says these kids ain't never did an interview. Now they acting scared. Talk about it. See, everybody realizes in there. I'm glad y'all paying attention. I'm glad we don't got no glazers in the building. I'm glad we got people who got sound minds in the chat, because we are all understanding that, hey, these guys are scared. This is not the same tonality that they had last week. This wasn't the same tone we heard when these niggas was talking hot about bro moms and all that. Where that at? What happened? Oh, you're humble now, champ? Oh, I didn't want to do this, but sometimes things have to get done. All right? Yeah, sometimes you got to do things, champ. Not because you want to do it, but because you have to, champ. Like, word? All right. I just wanted you to know that this isn't gonna stop whatever happens. Whatever's supposed to happen, whatever's going to happen, y'all not stopping it. Sorry, champ. Sorry, champ. You heard? Stay Ready says, remember the Three Little Pigs story? Daddy told you King Harris wasn't it? Scary little boy. Yo, listen. Y'all seen that video that I showed y'all, a king crying because Tiny was yelling at him? Was King Harris crying because Tiny was yelling at him, or was he crying because Tiny looked the way she looked? Which one was it? Did King Harris cry because he seen Smokey Robinson and Sugar Free all in one, so it scared the hell out of him? Or did he cry because Tiny was on his ass? Which one? Or maybe both things could be true, champ. I don't know, champ. If I seen Sugar Free and Smokey Robinson when I was like 15, 16 years old, all in one, maybe I'd be scared too, gang. I don't know, champ. I don't know. I can't call it. Champ. Oh, champ. It's nasty work, man. Listen, I don't know where we go from here. It's not looking good. Everybody got different energy right now. Nigga, energy different. Niggas' energies. Niggas was gangster last week. What the hell happened, champ? Now you not gangster no more. What the hell happened? 360. Y'all was talking mighty hot last week. I don't know, gang. Listen, do the man a favor. Make sure you smash the like button. When the video's done, make sure you hit the hype button. Let me know how you feel about this more in the comment section, gang. I want to know how y'all feel, champs. What's gonna happen next? What does Fifth have up his sleeve, gang? Oh, champ, listen. If you're new to the Mayor's channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all of the Mayor's updates. Hit the like, hit the hype, and one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. You ready, gang? Easter Mayor, the one and only New York Mayor, F. Mom Donnie, and you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. More content is on the way, gang. Salute.